Good morning again, everyone. Wow, the energy went down. Good morning again, everyone. Yeah, it's fantastic. So again, Steve Walker, Director of the Mayor's Office of Talent and Appointments. Again, it's just really great to see all of you here today, and I wanted to do a couple of other quick announcements. For those of you who got here a little bit after I was up last time, inside of your packet is a certificate showing that you have been sworn in today. If you have not already done so, please pull it out, sign it, and pass it if you're on this side of the room to my left. If you're on this side of the room, pass it to my right, and someone from MOTA will collect that from you. I also want to draw your attention to a memo that all of you got from me, and I just want to run through a couple of things on that memo. Number one, I just talked about the certificate for you being sworn in. Number two, one of the things that we did, and this, again, the fantastic leadership of our mayor, wanting to make sure that boards and commissions were treated like you were, which are important members of the District of Columbia's government. So all of you will be getting a DCBC email address, DC Boards and Commissions. You will get an instructional email from our team before this week is out with instructions on how to access that email account, which you should use for all your boards and commissions business. And then finally, we want to make sure that all of you are well trained and knowledgeable about what it means to be a board member. So in collaboration with the Mayor's Office of General Counsel and the Board of Ethics and Government Accountability, we do a board's ethics and informational training session. All of you are required to go through that training within 90 days of your appointment. The handout gives you 3 dates that are upcoming: August 12th, September 25th, and October 21st. And then again, you can sign up on our website for more information. So again, I want to thank you all for being here. And without further ado, I would like to take a moment and thank you all for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Mayor of the District of Columbia, Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Thank you. Well, please, hello, everybody. It's great to see such a full room. Now I know why we're in this room, because we have a lot of people who have stepped up to the plate to really help us across the District of Columbia, across all of our government clusters, with very important leadership. So I want to thank you for that. And I want to thank Steve Walker and our MOTA team. Give them a big round of applause. So Team MOTA, that's the Mayor's Office of Talent and Acquisition, has been very busy since I was elected on November the 4th. And we managed a great transition, and it worked so well during the transition, we said we're going to have the same setup in the government. And that's what we've been focused on, filling our cabinet positions, and haven't we attracted a wonderful cabinet? Yes, I think so. And we also have other leaders, on 180 boards and commissions that serve very important roles across the district. Some of you will be making recommendations on policies that affect how we grow affordable housing and preserve affordable housing in the district. Others of you will be making recommendations and giving me advice on how we are an inclusive community. Still, others of you will be focused on education policy, and others of you are focused on making sure we collect all of our property taxes, which are important. We have people represented here who are focused on sustainable energy and the like. So you can see I just touched on a few of the very important boards and commissions that you have stepped up to the plate to volunteer for. We have also, I want to give another kudos to the MOTA for already just over 6 months in to my term. We have appointed, vetted, and are in various stages of sending to the council 500 people to serve on our boards and commissions, and that's a really big number. I remember the times as a council member when people would call me and say, I've been nominated to be on a board, but nothing's happened. Can you call and see what's going on with that board? And I don't want to have that conversation in the Bowser administration. So it's inevitable when you have that many commissions. But we have really set in place a process, we think, to keep you up to date. But also that would encourage you to be an ambassador for us. Remember I told you there are 180 boards, and we have vacancies on many of those boards. And we really want to have highly qualified people. That's what you hear about our administration, right? Highly qualified, competent, energetic people to serve in the government. And you can help us attract more people to serve on our boards and commissions. So I want to thank you each for that. So I think Steve has talked to you about how we will proceed today, and I will have the opportunity to take pictures with everyone. I want to recognize all the members of the cabinet who are here. Reverend Donald Isaac, who is my director for the Mayor's Faith Council. Where's Reverend Isaac? Give him a round of applause. And Tammy Lambert, who directs the Mayor's Office of Veterans Affairs. There's Tammy. And Sheila Reed, who is the director of the Mayor's LGBTQ office located in the Reeves Center. Sharon Hines, who is the director of the Mayor's Office of Community Affairs, which we affectionately call the MOCA. And Angie Gates, who is the director of the Mayor's Office on Motion Pictures and Television Development. Soon to be the Office of Film, Television, and Entertainment. And also Polly Donaldson, who directs the Office of Community Housing and Community Development. Alexis Taylor, who is the director of the Office of Disability Rights. And Jim Slattery, who is the director of the Mayor's Correspondence Unit. So once again, thank you for your leadership. So the first thing that we are going to do, and I don't know, have we already called out the names of everybody? Not yet. Do I have them right in front of me? It's on my right. So, as I call your name, I would like you to stand and remain standing. Once all of the nominees are standing, I will administer the oath at once, and then I will call each board up for your first board picture. So, for the Commission on Persons with Disabilities, Kamala Martin Proctor. For the DC Water and Sewer Board, Kendrick Curry, Reverend Kendrick Curry. For the Education Licensure Commission, John Cross. For the Police and Firefighters Retirement and Relief Board, Vendette Parker and Darren Lehman. For Humanities DC, Robert Perry and Christine Warnke. For the Commission on Human Rights, Errol Forks and Adam Mayer. For the Board of Condemnation and Insanitary Buildings, Rodney George and Gilbert Davidson. For the Bicycle Advisory Council, Jim Sebastian and Don Emerine. For the Green Building Advisory Council, William Updike and Karanja Slaughter. For the State Early Childhood Development Coordinating Council, Cynthia Davis, Gregory McCarthy, and Jack McCarthy. For the Sentencing and Criminal Code Revision Commission, Marvin Turner. For the Walter Reed Army Medical Center Site Reuse Advisory Committee, Cheryl Newman. And for the Real Property Tax Appeals Commission, or the RIPTAC, Richard Armato, Eric Jenkins, and Stacy Scott Turner. For the Sustainable Energy Utility Advisory Board, Randall Speck, Nigel Parkinson, Lenny Berliner, and Daniel Wedderburn. And for the District of Columbia Housing Preservation Strike Force, Thomas Borger, Elizabeth Alaya, Todd Lee, Chris Horning, Johanna Shreve, Joe Sternlieb, Polly Donaldson as the director, and Adrian Todman. Please stand. For the District of Columbia Innovative Technology Inclusion Council, Lisa Jones, Aaron Saunders, and Ken Tolson. The Age-Friendly Task Force, Director Deborah Carroll, Tagini Baharu, and Christian Kent. For the Advisory Board on Veterans Affairs, Harry Wingo, Steve Dalzell, Kim Davis, Jamal Lampkin, Saif Khan, Sidney Locks, Eric Perez, Victoria Pridemore, Luke Dyer, and Demetrius Mack. For the Mayor's Interfaith Council, Adamawia Bamduro, Graylin Scott Hagler, Dwayne Johnson, Jahari Abdul Malik, Reverend Keith Bird, Sidney Fowler, Dr. Egil Anderson Holness, Reverend Avilio Minhavar, Talib Sharif, James Coleman, Rabbi Shmuel Hertzfeld, Reverend Shirley Galloway, and Jerry Sarada, and Daryl Smith Bay. For the Advisory Committee on Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender Affairs, Nicole Armstead, A.J. King, Johanna Sefredo, Glenn Ackerman, Consuela Lopez, Dion Reeder, David Perez, Thomas Sanchez, Sheldon Scott, Andrea Sharon, Julius Agers, Victoria Kirby York, Jim Slattery, and Imani Woody. So on behalf of the residents of the District of Columbia, I want to thank you for your service, and I am prepared to deliver the oath of office. I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand, and then I'm going to say the word I, and when I say I and wave my hand, that means I want you to say your own name. And otherwise, you'll repeat after me, okay? Let's see, maybe if I move this will be possible. Raise your right hand. I having been duly appointed by the Mayor of the District of Columbia, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States, the laws of the District of Columbia, and any rules of my said commission. That I will perform such duties as may be assigned to me of member of said commission. To the best of my ability, without fear or favor,
without fear or favor,
that I will exercise my best judgment,
that I will exercise my best judgment,
and I will consider each matter before me
and I will consider each matter before me
from the viewpoint
from the viewpoint
of the District of Columbia
of the District of Columbia
as a whole.
as a whole,
And I will faithfully discharge these duties. Congratulations.
All righty. Thank you all, commissioners.